Hi everyone, it's Wednesday. It's time for News 2 Gives Back, and I'm meteorologist Marcus Bagwell. News 2 Gives Back is brought to you by Nashville Subaru in partnership with Goldstone Financial Group. We are down in Murray County, and we're in the city of Columbia, Mule Town. That's what they call it down here, and we're here to recognize a wonderful person, and we have the brand new Columbia Fire and Rescue Chief Chris Cummins here, and we also have Columbia Mayor Chaz Moulder. And so, Chief, we're excited. I'm going to talk with you in just a moment, but I want to hear Mayor Moulder give us your praises here. Mayor Moulder, tell us about Chief here and how excited you are to have him.
Well, first of all, Marcus, thanks for coming down today. News 2 gives back. I can't say enough about News 2 and really what it does and means for all of Middle Tennessee and how much y'all do truly give back. And we're very grateful and fortunate for that, particularly for being here today as we're honoring a man who has been in public service for his entire career. Who was actually called back to duty after retirement, after serving as the chief deputy here, and now coming back as the fire chief for this very sophisticated department. We have a very solid fire department, an ISO 1 rated fire department. I say we have a fire department that is far beyond what you might expect in a community of our size of 40,000 people. We have a very skilled, trained department, and that starts at the top because of the leadership that this man exercises on a daily basis, the amount of confidence that he brings within the department and to the community at large. You know, Marcus, it was just a few months ago that we were standing here at the press conference relative to the tragic May 8th tornadoes. And Chris Cummins, the newly installed chief at the time, really triaged that situation and provided leadership unlike anything we've really ever seen with regards to emergency responsiveness. And I think that's a testament to who he is and the kind of chief that he is and what he brings to not just to this department, but to our community and public safety at large.
Wow, Mayor Moulder, thank you so much for sharing that. And that's so great. And it's great to hear that. And it's wonderful to hear the relationship that you all have. Tell us about your career. And you came out of retirement to come back, but you've had a great career here in Columbia.
Yes, sir, I have. It's been a good blessing for me. So kind of a little short history as I actually applied for the fire department in 1989 while I was at Fort Lee, Virginia. Come back and went through the testing process and everything and started in February of 1990 as a firefighter. Did about 4 years as a firefighter, promoted into a driver engineer. Spent the next 11 or 12 years or so doing driver engineer, driving the trucks and stuff. And then to really affect change, I felt like I had to promote up through the ranks and got busy, promoted to captain. After about a 5-year stint as captain, promoted up to shift chief. From there, I went from shift chief to deputy chief and created a new division in fire department emergency management.
Wow, that's great. And that's so wonderful to hear. We're thankful for your service that you have given to Columbia for such a long time. Tell us about the growth here that's happening in Columbia and where your fire stations are located. And it continues to expand even outside of where we are now. Y'all go all the way over to the interstate.
Yes, sir. So our northeast corridor is extremely growing fast. We have a lot of building going on. We're actually in the process of doing a special census right now to kind of get an accurate number on what our population actually is. This area in the northeast corridor is a lot of homes, a lot of townhomes are moving in. So we are continuously looking to expand our services, expand our coverage to meet the need of the public.
Understand. On your website, I read earlier today that you all have a legacy of exceeding expectations. That is one of the goals that has been here with Columbia Fire and Rescue for a long time. What are some of your upcoming goals to help continue in that legacy of exceeding expectations?
So currently we are in the process of a total remodel of our Station 1, which is our headquarters station, which is located in the center of town, downtown. As we finish that up in 2025, we will be moving back into that facility and continuing to address and look at every area in the city that needs to be addressed and to grow into and to provide adequate coverage. We are ISO 1 department, so that means that we have time constraints and stuff that we have to look at to meet the coverage and fire events. And so we will continue to look at that and move forward in providing the best coverage that we can for each person that lives here.
Sure, absolutely. And coverage, I'm sure, is very important, especially when you think about the tornado that happened almost 6 months ago. That was a very, very unfortunate day that we had here across the Mid-State. You were there on the ground when that happened. Tell us about some of your memories that you may still remember from that point and how the city is doing as a whole ever since that event.
So that event, I was actually at this station watching. We had started working with Maury County Emergency Management. We had started planning on ramping up the EOC. I was here watching that front come out of Lewis County, and I just had that feeling this is going to be bad. I left here and went just a short drive over to the Maury County EOC. We started our operations there, started watching everything come in using the latest data, our camera locations and everything. And it pretty much, after it come out of Lewis County, it kind of simmered down. But as soon as it come back into Maury County, and after it passed over the downtown area, it changed a lot. A lot of things happened in a few short minutes. And unfortunately, we had a tragic event that was just outside the city limits. Our crews here immediately went to work with the county crews working. Just a very small percentage was in the city. Most of it was in the county right outside the city. They worked together over the next 6 to 8 hours addressing emergency needs along with Spring Hill. We ramped up fully in the EOC and ran operations there. Myself and Director Hardy, we kind of bounced everything off each other, make sure we were addressing everything. The next 12 to 14 hours was very crucial. We addressed all the immediate emergency needs. And then we kind of went into recovery mode, and we worked together with Maury County on that, on directing recovery and and they're still in recovery mode. There's a lot of folks lost a lot of property, and unfortunately we had some folks hurt, and ultimately one person lost their life. So we are, we're looking towards that in the city and try to develop some early warning sirens, some software to improve early notification to where people can take shelter, and that way we don't have a life lost again. And so that's some things that we're working on there.
Hey Marcus, can I say something to that? By the way, one of the most inspirational stories that I have seen from that event actually occurred after. As we know, the state of Tennessee, East Tennessee had some recent flooding effort from the hurricane effects. And when we had the tornado here, it was inspiring to see how many people came to Maury County, to Columbia, to render aid from all across the state. First responders, you name it, they were here. And with the recent hurricane recovery efforts, I'm pleased to report that the city of Columbia coordinated a team that traveled to East Tennessee to conduct some rescue operations and some recovery operations, and who were a part of their recovery efforts. So basically our ability to pay it forward from what we had received during that time. And I think that's something that I'll never forget. And I appreciate the chief sort of having that vision then, based upon his experience that he saw and who would come to our aid during that difficult time. We wanted to in turn go to their aid.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so important. And we thank y'all for what you all have done to help. I know a lot of it was on the county side, but you all were there to help, and then for help folks in East Tennessee too. Finally, Chief Cummins, will you share about what you want your community to know as far as the services when they call 911? Is there anything that you may have seen recently with recent trends in 911 calls that you want people to know when they are being sent to their location?
So, recent trends in my career here is, I can give you an example. The first 5 years that I worked here, we averaged between 350, 400 calls a year. So in today's numbers, we're 5,000-6,000 calls a year. So that number has changed quite a bit. Our fire loss, which our structure fires have went down, but our codes and our inspections have changed that. What we do in the codes department, what we do in the schools, public education, prevention has changed a lot of that. But our numbers are going up because we're more than just a fire department. We provide medical service. We provide rescues. Pretty much the fire department doesn't need to be called fire department. They need to be called anything department, because when nobody else can handle issues, they call us and we go handle it. So I just want the community and the visitors that we serve to know that we're going to provide the best, most excellent skill we can. And no matter what, we're going to come address your problem for you because we're here 24/7.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, Chief Cummins, congratulations to you. Mayor Moulder, thank you so much. We're so excited. We brought them lunch today in appreciation for Chief Cummins' promotion to fire chief, but also for what the Columbia Fire and Rescue Department, the anything department, what they do. You know, your area first responders, they do great work and they're there for you at any time. Thanks for watching this edition of News 2 Gives Back. News 2 Gives Back is brought to you by Nashville Subaru in partnership with Goldstone Financial Group.